Have you ever felt stuck? Like you're running in place while everyone else is sprinting ahead? It's a frustrating feeling, isn't it? We often look at successful people and think they must have some secret formula, some magic pill for achievement. But what if I told you the secret isn't some giant leap, but a series of tiny, almost invisible steps? This is the story of Ahmed, a boy who felt completely average, and how he discovered the most powerful force for change, the 1% rule. Ahmed was just like any other kid. He wasn't the star athlete, the top student, or the most popular guy in school. He was just, he had dreams, of course. He wanted to be a great writer, to fill notebooks with stories that would captivate readers. But every time he sat down to write, the blank page felt like a vast, unconquerable desert. His attempts felt clumsy, his words felt weak, and the dream felt impossibly far away. Discouraged, he would often give up after just a few minutes, convinced he simply didn't have the talent. One rainy afternoon, while scrolling through videos online, he stumbled upon a concept that would change his life. The idea of improving by just 1% every day. It sounded too simple to be true. How could something so small make any real difference? But the idea stuck with him. The math was compelling. Improving by 1% each day means you'll be over 37 times better by the end of the year. It wasn't about a massive overnight transformation. It was about small, consistent effort compounding over time. So Ahmed decided to try it. He made a new rule for himself. Instead of trying to write a whole chapter or a perfect story, he would just focus on writing for 15 minutes each day. That was it, just 15 minutes. And during that time, his only goal was to be 1% better than he was the day before. Maybe that meant learning one new vocabulary word. Maybe it meant writing one sentence that was clearer than yesterday's. Or maybe it just meant showing up and putting pen to paper when he didn't feel like it. The first few days were unremarkable. 15 minutes came and went. His writing was still, not great. He felt the familiar pull of doubt. Was this really working? But he remembered the principle. It's not about the daily result, it's about the daily process. So he kept going. Day after day, 15 minutes at a time. Slowly, almost without him noticing, things began to change. Those 15 minutes started to feel easier. His vocabulary grew, word by word. His sentences began to flow more smoothly. He started experimenting with different story ideas, no longer paralyzed by the fear of imperfection. One day, he looked back at something he had written a month ago and was shocked. The difference was huge. The clumsy phrases had been replaced by more confident prose. The simple ideas had blossomed into more complex narratives. He wasn't just writing, he was becoming a writer. This small daily habit had a ripple effect across his life. Inspired by his writing progress, he applied the 1% rule to other areas. He wanted to get healthier, so he started with just 5 push-ups a day. Soon it was 10, then 20. He wanted to learn to play the guitar, so he practiced one new chord each day. The daunting mountains he once saw in front of him had been broken down into small, manageable hills. Years passed. Ahmed didn't become a famous author overnight. There was no single moment of breakthrough, no lottery win of talent. His success was built quietly, day by day, in those 15-minute increments. He eventually published his first short story, then another, and eventually a full novel. His friends and family were amazed, asking him what his secret was. Ahmed would just smile. The secret wasn't a secret at all. It was the simple, profound power of showing up and striving to be just a tiny bit better than he was the day before. Ahmed's story is a powerful reminder for all of us. You don't need to overhaul your entire life tomorrow. You don't need to make a giant, heroic effort that leaves you exhausted and burnt out. All you need to do is ask yourself, how can I be 1% better today? Pick one small thing. Read one page of a book. Go for a 5-minute walk. Write one sentence. Do one push-up. The change will be so small you might not even notice it at first. But trust the process. Let those tiny gains compound. Because a year from now, you won't just be 1% better. You'll be a completely different person. Looking back in amazement at how far you've come. What's your 1% going to be today? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And if this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content to help you on your journey. See you next time.